Hey y'all, good morning. Just you might want to hit the subscribe button and the like if you like this video. I don't know why everybody keeps saying that. I think it's just popularity, which I really don't care about. Um, I mean, if I get famous for this, cool, what have you. Um, I want to start off with George Floyd trial. Um, I know many of you guys work. Right now, I just go to school full time, so I got a lot of time on my hands. Watching the George Floyd trial for 2 weeks. Here's my opinion on it, and this is my opinion, so you can use it, you can defend it, what have you. All right. If George Floyd's officer Derek Chauvin, I think I said his name right, gets convicted of murder, I think it's one of two reasons why. I think the jury or the jurors are in fear for their lives. Because if they don't, I think they're going to have some bad things happen to their houses, their families. So that's the main reason. I think the other is it's a political issue. I mean, from what I've seen, it appears that way. So if they don't find him guilty, I think that we're going to see riots like we've not seen before. I mean, what we've seen in Portland, I think is just a small taste of what's going to happen. And I hope I'm wrong on that one. But I think what's going to happen is the jurors are going to, they're going to do what they think is best and not legal. I mean, they're going to find him guilty just to save their skins. So then a man's going to be sitting in prison forever based on being, the officer could not be found guilty by reason. There's many reasons why he shouldn't be found guilty, and there's even videos out there that the cop's knee was not on George Floyd's neck. It was actually on the shoulder blade. So, and I know the NBA and the NFL is willing to boycott if he's found not guilty. So I say fuck the NFL. I say fuck the NBA. I mean, I haven't watched any sports since May of last year anyway, so except I watch college football. That's about it. I mean, I haven't watched I'm a Cubs fan, I'm a Cowboys fan, and I haven't watched either one. I haven't even watched NASCAR. Second thing I wanted to speak on is there are some reports that the Pfizer vaccine and Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines are not safe to take. Personal opinion, I don't know if I'm going to get mine or not. Just as a personal choice, and I want everybody to make their own choice. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I just saw a report that stated that the coronavirus vaccine actually shuts down, the Pfizer one shuts down major organs in your body. So I don't know if it's true or not, so I have to do some more research on that, and I'll get back to you guys. Every day, I mean, we're gonna see cops shooting somebody because someone's a dumbass, and then they want to come back and say it's a race-based or it's a cop shooting for no reason. I mean, what we see is not the whole story. I mean, typically what we do is once the event happens, I mean, there's two sides of this. Once we see the incident happening, we start recording on our phones. Now, if we're recording before an incident happens, it looks like it's been staged. I mean, so we really can't get around it. So, I mean, it's a catch-22. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, type thing. And the last thing I got, I'll make this one pretty short, is Chris Cuomo from CNN said that white people won't take these shootings serious unless white children are killed. Sorry for that pause. I had to get my head calm before I rant and rave. See, as a conservative, I don't see color, and that's a racist ideology from the critical race theory. But I honestly don't. If someone walks up to me that's a different skin color than me, I address them as their gender on what I see, and I address them as male. Like if some dude walks up to me that's black, I'm like, hey man, what's up? Okay, I don't identify, like I don't use race-baited tactics to identify people. Obviously, if I do a survey, then probably yes. But I know I got to trim my beard. Sorry. Random thought popped in my head. Sorry. But I don't go out and look for reasons why to hate another race. Like last night, I was burning with my neighbor, and we were talking. If you have a group of minorities, let's just use black, because I've already mentioned it. If I don't like you, it's not based on your skin colors because you've done something to me. I individualize people. Let's use pit bulls, because I actually am fighting a policy here in Iowa about pit bulls. Instead of individualizing a pit bull or categorizing pit bulls, right? I individualize them. So, like my pit, if he hasn't bit anybody, why should he be punished? Now, if someone else has a pit bull and it attacks somebody, shouldn't that dog be punished instead of the whole breed? I mean, that's where I stand on it. But I mean, you guys can say what you want, and I'm gonna respect your opinion. So I may not like someone based on what they've done to me. So if you're a white dude, you steal from me, I ain't gonna like you. I'm not gonna like that individual. I mean, black dude helps me fix my car. I'm gonna love that dude for helping me. But then if he crosses the line, let's say he murders my girlfriend or kills one of my kids, then I'm gonna hate him. So I think, based on what CNN says and what the Democrats say, they want us to hate each other. They want us to have a civil war so that they can come in and be the savior. Now, I am baptized Catholic. I say baptized. I didn't go through confirmation and all that shit. But I believe, now people are going to tell me, Casey, this is not what you should be telling people, what you believe. because now you're telling people like Chris Cuomo that white people are not going to experience, if once white kids get shot, there's mass shooting of white kids, we'll start seeing the other side of the picture. Okay? It doesn't take a white kid getting shot for me to see that we have mass shootings. I mean, look at Sandy Hook. A bunch of white kids got shot. Look at Omaha. White kids got shot. Columbine. White people got shot. Just over a couple, last week or two, or maybe 3, out in Colorado. And I think it was Boulder. Right outside Denver. There was a mass shooting of a bunch of white people. It doesn't, now when you put the word kids in there, it doesn't take me, like when I heard about the little black girl in Chicago who got shot, the one in New York, the one in Atlanta, when I start seeing the kids are getting shot, then we have a problem. Why are these kids getting shot? I don't use, oh, well, it's black and white or Hispanic or Latinx, whatever you want to use on these shootings. They're kids. I mean, we are raised to love each other, but somewhere in our learned behaviors from our family, we're taught to hate each other. And I'm not okay with that. I was always told that there are bad kids out there. No, there's not. There are kids who make bad choices. That doesn't mean they're a bad kid. Okay? You can argue that with me all you want. I'm a father of 6. I don't think that we need to be, and that's what separates us. I mean, Joe Biden, January 26th, or January 20th, 2021, said that he is the president of unity. So far, I've not seen one unified thing he does. Man, they want to put reparations for slaves, which I agree with. I agree. Now, this is where I agree on. If you've ever been a descendant of slaves, not based on your skin color, because if you really want to go into history, Persia was the first known slave. They would conquer other villages. And I think it's Russia now, or Siberia. But then Egypt. Then the Romans, And if, in fact, if you really want the honest truth, America was the first one to abolish slavery before England and France. But, I mean, if you are a descendant, or if you've ever been a slave, or a slave owner, the slave owner should have to pay the slave. But because it's been over 150 years ago, we don't have slaves or slave owners that are still alive. Because the only one that would be alive still would have to be almost 200 years old. I know our government's corrupt, and I think that's why the Democrats hated Trump. It was because they couldn't hide everything. They didn't have the 4 years to hide the bullshit that was going on. I mean, they couldn't hide the bullshit. Like Obama, how corrupt he was, how corrupt Bush was, Clinton, Bush Sr., all the way back to Reagan. So I think that's really why the Democrats hated Trump and hate their supporters, because now we see the truth. I mean, my daddy always told me when a politician's lie, they're telling the truth is when their mouth is closed. So, I hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you guys later.